What is going on, everybody? Sorry about the delay. I had a phone call that I had to take. Welcome to another live unboxing. And so, for those of you that I've tried just checking the comments, making sure there was no questions in here. For those of you that are new to the channel or new to our live unboxings, that I had to take. What we do is we unbox everything that we get here for demos and that kind of stuff live, because that way it kind of takes away the it's totally transparent that way. If there's something wrong with a guitar and we got to send it back, that has happened in the past. So, you know, if we've got to send it back or we're going to decide to send it back. I also like to show you issues with guitars that I would fix, but I would tell you to send back because, you know, I can fix some stuff. So, you know, because that's what I do. So, here we go. So this is my first Gretsch. I'm really excited about this, actually. I was just thinking about it the other day. Somebody actually said something to me in some video comment section. They're like, how come you don't have any Gretches? And I'm like, you know what? I don't know. Knife of the day. Half-face blades, Crow Jr. A little bit of overkill to open a box, but whatever. Alright. I hope I got good candy this time. Make sure we smack the ceiling fan as per the usual. Alright, the Gretsch box. Looks like it's a backwards pull off the front kind. Quality Control Department at Gretsch. They don't check boxes, they just put a line all the way down it. Sort of like at Costco when you pull out, you know, when you walk out. That's pretty much what they do here. 10/11/23. So this guitar was built in October. 2-year limited warranty. I've never seen a Gretsch anything because I've never had one before. So let's see. 2-year limited warranty. Fretware is not covered. Checking, shrinking. Blah, 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 blah. Wow. So basically nothing. Rust, damage, wear. Normal age. Alright, cool. So you buy a guitar, and you buy a guitar. End of story. Doesn't come with the case. I'm going to keep all this packaging because this guitar probably will come up for sale here pretty soon. Not pretty soon, but at some point. So if you have always wanted a Gretsch, you could own one soon too. Alright. I'm excited about this. This is a 5120, I think, Electromatic 290. Because as you probably have guessed, or not even guessed, but just known, that I'm a bit of a P90 freak around here. So, here we have it. I think it was $5.99, something like that. It's little baby frets, man. Little baby frets. Got a Bigsby. I believe this looks, yep, this is a B500 because it says licensed right there. Got the little rubber condom on there. Cool. So we're gonna do a few videos with this. Obviously, we're gonna put P90s in it because that's what I do, and we're also going to talk about Bigsby setup. We just did one Bigsby video with the B16, but those are not very common. So we're going to talk about the B500 and the B5, and we may, just for shits and giggles, we may actually buy a B5 and replace it because they are better. The B5s are better. Oh, this has these weird. It's kind of cool, actually. It's not like a strap lock, but it's kind of like a strap lock, if that makes sense. A little more time consuming to put it on, though. And it's also a little piece to lose, which is also interesting. This is unknown territory for me. I've never had one of these, so just kind of learning as I go here. Fit and finish on it's really nice. So I think this is a Chinese guitar. Setup looks really good. Action's super duper 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 low. Let me see if there's any questions that came up so far. Purple looks awesome. I agree. Fender doesn't cover anything. I agree. Let's see. Haven't caught up in a while. Are you back in a house? You got a lot of catching up to do there, Holmes. We've been here for 2 years. Yes, we have been here for 2 years. And if that phone call was any indication, we won't be here for very much longer, which I'm excited about. All right, let me go ahead and get this thing tuned up really quick, and let's just give it a listen really fast. I don't know what it sounds like at all. I have no idea. Just kind of settle these strings in to this saddle. Okay, so right away, I'll tell you that the Bigsby is going to need some adjustment. Because when I did that just now, it held it sharp, which meant it held it up, which it shouldn't. If the vibrato's set up properly, obviously it should return to pitch. But if it's not set up properly, or your strings are old or new, like not stretched properly, then really when you mess with any kind of vibrato or tremolo, it should go flat. If it goes sharp, something's sticking and holding, which that's what this is doing. So we'll have to play with that. But that's part of the setup of one of these things. Let me see if I have a pick. I was on the phone and it was like super important, and then I lost my phone and didn't know where it was, blah, 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 blah. That's beautiful. Enjoy. Cool. So I don't know where my pick went. So I guess here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and mute the camera mic, and I'm going to give you some guitar sound, and we're going to see what it sounds like. So let me just mute this mic. Let me just make sure the levels aren't crazy. I checked it ahead of time, but, you never know. Okay. Well, it's really cool. If you don't have one of these, you should buy one. I think it's amazing. Uh, the quality of the guitars are great. It's set up great. It's honestly fantastic. Here's the things that are going to happen with this guitar here. I am obviously very picky about P90s because I like P90s and I make good P90s, and these are not good P90s in my opinion. For $599, they're great, but they're not Dylan P90s. So we're gonna get some good P90s in here, and I'm gonna make them cool too. I'm gonna make them nice looking. We'll probably put some sort of outline chrome, something. I don't know. They're not just gonna be black plastic because this guitar is so cool looking that I don't want to ruin that aesthetic. So we'll do something there. The Bigsby's very sticky, so we will do a video on how we fix this all up so that it works well. So see some video. You expect some videos coming out about this. I think it's a very good guitar to get, and then it'll just need a little tweaking. And it's not necessarily that it's because the guitar's bad. It's just, you know, Bigsby B50s are kind of like this. So you just have to know how to set them up, which is no big deal. Here's the thing, is it's a carved top, and the Bigsby is flat. And so sometimes when they put them on the guitar, they'll over-tighten one side, and it will torque it a little bit. And, you know, you've got these two parallel rods. Once they're not perfectly parallel, they kind of lock up a little bit. So we'll do a little adjustment. We'll make sure that that all works perfectly, and I bet it will be fine. We'll obviously check the nut is really good. I don't know, it's really good, you guys. $599, it's really good. It really is. These pickups are very dull to me. They're just very, I like a little more clarity on the top end, and I like a little more snarl than this. You could turn the tone knob down, you could play jazz on them, but they would still lose the little crispness on the top that a lot of people like. But of course, you know me and P90s, I'm gonna do my P90 thing. Let's see here. We got a couple of super chats. That's beautiful. Enjoy. Thank you for the super chat, James. Jeremiah Volk. I'm wanting to build a guitar, but I don't have much experience in woodworking. I was looking at a kit from StewMac, but it seems too simple given that I've worked on my guitars. Is a kit worth it for the experience? Yes. I would definitely get a kit from StewMac and build it. That would be a great kind of primer into finishing and setup and that sort of stuff. And if it's too easy for you, that's okay. Practice makes progress, you know. If you want to go to the next level, honestly, I would go out to Texas Toast Guitars and take one of their week-long courses and build a guitar from scratch with wood and all the stuff and paint it and the whole deal. I would definitely do that. That's really, really cool. So I think you should start there and continue that journey. I think it's great. If you want to come out to one of those things, teach you how to wind pickups, all that stuff. So it just depends where you are in that. Yeah. Let's see. These pickups are not as good as the ones that were in the Stratasonic. Somebody asked about that. The bridge pickup sucks. Where do I purchase your P90s? DylanTalksTone.com. There's a link in the description. Cool. You guys, this is great. I'm really excited about this guitar. This is something that I'm very excited about, especially getting it out of the box and just seeing the overall kind of look of it. It's just really cool. This will come up for sale in the not too distant future. This will be a guitar that we sell to one of you. So it will have new pickups. It will have, we'll see what the pots look like. I don't know once we do the video and figure it all out and the intro to it and all that, what we're going to do with the pots and stuff. And then we'll probably sell it to you for pretty close to what I paid for it, but all upgraded and awesome. So if you're interested in that, shoot me a message on the website. There's a little chat on the website if you want to get one of these. I think it's really cool. We'll have it around here for a few weeks and do some stuff with it. And I think we're really going to enjoy playing with it. So let me just make sure there's no other questions that we missed. I don't think so. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the super chats, those of you that left them. Thanks for everybody that had the questions about it. And one thing I would encourage you to do is go over to Texas Toast Guitars YouTube channel tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Mountain Time, because they're doing a reveal on a guitar that they've been building, and it's actually mine. I purchased and ordered this guitar a few months ago, and it is now done, apparently. Chris just texted me a few minutes ago and said he was playing it, and he says it sounds amazing. So the guitar that they're revealing will be mine, and so we will probably do an unboxing of that guitar next week when I get that one in. So I'm really excited about that guitar too. So it was one of those things where I ordered a guitar, told him what I wanted, and then he kind of took some liberties with it and went a little crazy, and I think it's going to be pretty awesome. I have not seen it, but I hear that it's pretty amazing. So look forward to that. I think that's at 7 o'clock Eastern Time tonight over on their channel. We'll see you guys later. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much. Have a good evening.